Last but not least, Alabama via Tennessee, Henry To'oTo'o, 6'1", 227, 32.75-inch arms, 4.62 in the 40, 32-inch vertical, almost 10-foot broad. He had 3,200 snaps. And I'm only going to bring up this up once just because I've said my piece about their grades, but he graded poorly in the PFF system all but 1 year. And he has 33 missed tackles in the last 2 years. So there's some
32?
33 missed tackles last 2 years.
Right.
So, he did have 49 stops. He looked, and again, this is just, my naked eye, but he looked small on film. That was the thing that popped out to me the most. And so, like, I wrote down kind of when I thought about his comp, I thought Eric Kendricks, like a poor man's Eric Kendricks, but that's again my untrained eye to an extent.
Yeah, look, he's not a big guy, of course. I think he's a De La Salle guy, right? I think he's, as far as California, coming through a good program, obviously had a great program collegiately. He's a good college football player in my mind. I mean, Nick is not going to play someone there that doesn't have a good understanding of the game. He's not a thump guy. I mean, look, the reality at 32 vert and shy of 10 broad jump, those aren't the numbers you're wanting. Of course, he's a 4.62 guy. So he's got some OA to him, right? He's got some overachiever to him. Overachiever's funny because when we talk about overachievers at time, when we're working for Sumer Sports, bring on all you overachievers. We love you. But when you're talking about paying these guys to help you win the Super Bowl, you can only have so many overachievers, right? And there's a place for them. Does this kid make the back end of a roster? What is he truly doing? Is he the third or is he the fourth linebacker? Does he contribute on teams? Yes. And he's a smart football player, but where do you draw that line? And again, I'll be interested. Your guys pulling it up here. I mean, was he projected in the 4th round? Was he projected in the 5th round?
Yeah, he didn't even make grinding the mocks, right? So neither of these last two guys did. So they're pick 50 or later. Both of them. I mean, yeah, you're talking 3rd or 4th round at best, right? I mean, I'm trying to remember actually where and we don't have to wonder these things anymore. When you think about overachiever, I think the quintessential guy is Zach Thomas, and Zach Thomas was the 154th pick in the draft by the Dolphins, right? So like, that's top of the mark as far as overachievers, right? So, when we talk about that, like, are you really going to want to take a guy with a day 2 pick when you're looking at it, you're looking at possibly the best case scenario being guys who are picked later?